All right, happy Friday, everybody. We have made it a little bit earlier than normal, I know, but hey, we're going to make it happen. It's high school football night, so we jump in. A little daily broadcast coming your way. Won't hang out, too terribly long tonight. We'll give you our Texas Tech score predictions, and you can throw out the most Texan thing you have done this week. So you guys know what to do. If the audio is good, the video is good. You give us thumbs up, you give us hearts, you let us know it's time to rock and roll. The early arrivals can also join us on the United Supermarkets text line 806 772 0197. I'll let a few more folks get in today. Yeah. Product placement right there. Not bad. Hopefully everybody's having a good end of the week. I am properly pep rallied, by the way, to the ropes prep rally, getting ready for the Seagraves Eagles. It will be eagle upon eagle violence tonight in the Ville. But we're going to find out what your score predictions are tonight for Texas Tech and BYU. I'll give you what mine is. It is going to be a 1-point game. We'll tell you in a moment who's going to win that game. All right, let's do it in 3, in 2. Good afternoon, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, TheRaiderland.com, where you can start your day with Raiderland hot links, the question of the day, all sorts of cool stuff. Check it out, TheRaiderland.com. Also, our new commentary is available for you on the website, 60 Seconds of Raiderland, which actually usually runs a little bit more than 60 seconds because, it's my commentary. Well, 132 seconds of Raiderland just kind of sounded weird, so we called it 60 seconds. You get the idea, TheRaiderland.com. We're in the Arctic Air studios today, but maybe 1 or 2 more days where the AC is going to be optimal, and then looks like the 70s on into the 60s and maybe some 50s late next week. So it looks like fall is going to hit us, and that means winter can't be far behind. I think it's going to be a snowy winter. Farmer's Almanac, farmers are always right. I think it's going to be a snowy winter around West Texas. So you need to call thebear.com. Also brought to you by McAlpin Chiropractic. Great Red Raider. Your back's out of whack. Don't call it quack. Call Kevin Mack. And Premier Sportsplex, where the game is on. So if you're, working out too hard at Premier, go see my man, Kevin McAlpin Chiropractic. Deborah, good to see you out there. Chip is in. Michael is in. It is Prediction Friday. You guys tell us what you think the Red Raiders are going to do. A lot of that depends on your game script. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock tonight in Ropesville. Seagraves and Ropes getting together. 7 o'clock. Better be 7 o'clock because I'm not heading over there for a few more minutes. What game script do you think you will see? Will Texas Tech try to take advantage of a BYU defense that isn't really good at stopping the run? They're not really good at anything, great at anything. Will Tech commit to running the game? Will they try to take the pressure off Behren Morton? Will Behren Morton be out there? That is the biggest question. The man who was already so beat up that he could hardly work out the last several games in game week, rarely throwing the football, if at all, in practice. If I have to put a percentage on him starting the game, I'd put it I put it about 40%. And he is one hit away from Jake Strong again being your quarterback. And a lot of people tried to excuse the performance of the Tech offense after Strong came in. Well, it's backup, No, he's been getting the snaps. This is almost a month worth of football now that Strong has been getting a majority of the snaps. So you can't say that he's not prepared. David says it's Tech 24-21. CJ 35-14 Tech. BYU defense is just not good. The question becomes, who's playing quarterback and what do you think they'll do? I have no idea what they'll do. I keep thinking they'll embrace one thing. We thought we saw it against Baylor. Was it an aberration? Was that the outlier? We'll find out. Off the text line, brought to you by United Supermarkets. Ranchers Reserve steaks are waiting for you at United Supermarkets. Let's all tailgate together. We're going to David's house this weekend. Most Texan thing, just getting back home from taking the Youngest to the State Fair at Texas, the most Texan place on earth. I hope you had a Fletcher's Corny Dog while you were down there. This is the last weekend, I believe, which means Fletcher's Corn Dogs bring the Corny Dog mobile out to Ropesville here in 2 weeks for new home at Ropesville. That would be incredibly cool. Allen 23-16 Texas Tech Red Raiders will run the blanket football for over 175. I need 200 yards on the ground. I need 200 yards on the ground for Texas Tech tomorrow. The annual mid-October BYU home loss will benefit Tech. Allen knows of which he speaks. He is not a Utah native, but a Texan native who has spent many a year in Utah before getting back to the Lone Star State this past year. Happy return. Still hard for a true freshman playing for Justin Northwest last year to play great despite practice snaps. And that's why I have serious doubts about Texas Tech tomorrow. It's entirely possible that Strong is your quarterback. Joey McGuire on his coach's show yesterday saying that Baron Morton's had a great week in the pool. In the pool. Okay. You can't make the club if you're sitting in the tub. I mean, they'll do everything they can to put him out there. But if he was already so compromised that he wasn't able to practice, and then he gets knocked out of a game, where do you think he is right now? And now we've got multiple things going on apparently with Morton. You've got a back injury to go along with a shoulder injury. Reports of a knee injury seem to be exaggerated. So you would think run the football. Well, you would have thought that last week. You saw a Texas Tech team panic last week, acting like they were down 3 scores with 2 minutes to play, and it was a 1-score game, and you were at home. And yet you didn't look like that. I just don't know how to trust this Texas Tech team. You can tell us the most Texan thing you have done this week, too, if you want to do that. I went to a school pep rally today. That's pretty Texan. I feel fired up. It was like glow-in-the-dark day or something like that. Pretty cool. Those little glow sticks were everywhere. Mayhem. Little kids throwing them everywhere. His question is being answered, ma'am. There's a hot spring about 5 miles away from LaBelle Edwards Stadium that has healing properties. Throw Morton in that. There you go. Now that may change my prediction. Now that I know that there's healing hot springs that close, that may change my prediction. I believe there will be a lot of turnovers in this game. I think this is going to be an inherently sloppy game. It just reeks of that right now. It just has that smell going in that it could be the blunder bowl of the year. 6 combined turnovers is what I'm seeing between the two teams. It very well could be a day where both teams try to refuse delivery on gifts from the other teams. 16 of the 12 apostles. Nice. And you just, if you're Texas Tech, you just want to get out of there with a win by hook or by crook and try to figure out how to string a few more together the rest of the way. 24-23 Texas Tech. It won't be pretty whether Morton plays the whole game or not. Texas Tech, I think, is just better than BYU, even compromised at quarterback, even with strong at quarterback. That I would like to think that Joey McGuire has walked down the hall one more time and said, run the damn ball. Just run the ball. Don't care about the total. Don't care about the points. We don't care about 50 burgers. 50 burgers don't taste good if you don't win. And right now, you're not good at getting 50. So get 23 and win. Go get 24 and win. Run the clock. Minimize mistakes. Minimize opportunities to lose the game. Austin McNamara is a lethal weapon. Let him flip the field for you a couple of times. Remember Baylor? Anybody remember Waco? Waco. Such fond memories. You remember Waco where you didn't go for it on 4th down in situations you could have, and you pinned them, and you flipped the field, and you got the ball back, and they got a couple of first downs, but it didn't matter, and then you were right back in business and went and scored. You remember Waco? You can do that this weekend. Just win. 24-23 Texas Tech. That would be a BYU cover and an under right now at 51.5 on the total, and BYU getting 3 points. I could see it being 3.5. I could see it being 3.5 by the time it goes off. BYU is compromised on offense with a lack of it. Boy, they are. I mean, it's not like they're playing a bunch of Pac-12 schools anymore. This is Big 12 football, and you've got to be ready for it. So that's my prediction. We'll have a big day for you tomorrow. We'll we'll be ready to go with Raiderland Rewind, brought to you by Thacker Jewelry after the game, 6 o'clock Central kickoff. So we'll be rocking and rolling with you guys after the game tomorrow night. We'll have some stuff maybe for you on the site beforehand. I might even jump on in the afternoon and see how everybody's feeling tomorrow afternoon doing their home tailgating, thanks to the good people at United Supermarkets. I want you to be a part of that. So that's what we got. We're busy tonight. We got stuff going on. We just want to tell you what we thought the score would be, find out what you guys were thinking. In the stream for our folks on YouTube and Twitter, yes,